have a couple of pieces of news I want to talk about today in regards to some Xbox news that has come out. Some interesting stuff here that really does point towards the future of Xbox, what they are doing, why they are doing it, and just, I would say, being able to access our games in more places. Not just Game Pass stuff, but all of our catalogs of games that we've purchased on the Xbox ecosystem, which to me is extremely exciting. One of my biggest hopes for the next generation of consoles is going to be being able to natively bring my Xbox games that I've purchased, and I have so many of them, on the go with me on a mobile device, on a PC handheld, something that stands out from the crowd. I think Xbox has a huge opportunity that they could go out there and really take on the competition that is currently with the Asus ROG Ally and the Lenovo Legion Go and the MSI Claw. With those handhelds, one of the things that holds those back the most is the OS and having Windows on there. It is very cumbersome, and Xbox has a huge opportunity here to take their Xbox UI, put it onto a handheld, and I think it will do very, very good. Or, I mean, even just license out the Xbox UI so other manufacturers out there can give some different choices for Xbox handhelds with different tiers of power. I really hope that is coming next gen. We will see, obviously, when they do announce whatever they do have in store for us, whether that's just an at-home console and a handheld, or maybe just one or the other. But we have some more, I guess, a deeper look into where they are going with everything, and Xbox Cloud Gaming giving you the ability to play your games anywhere on the go, which has me very excited. So we have this tweet here from Red PHX, Red Better X Cloud. And right now this is just a rumor, but this is happening. We know that this is happening. They've said that this is happening, but we just haven't really got it yet, which is being able to play your games on xCloud and Xbox Cloud Gaming, even if they're not on Game Pass, if you've purchased them, to still be able to access them. And this, it says, rumor, these games will be playable on xCloud if you own them, not the final list. And the reason why this is a rumor right now is because they're going through and showing these games that I believe have been purchased, but are still able to be played via the cloud. They could still be on Game Pass, but you see the little check mark on the game. I believe that means that you own that game. It's in your library, and then you're going to be able to play on the cloud. But this is the list right now that is there. Dredge, Dying Light 2, Stay Human, Reloaded Edition, Hades, High on Life, Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy, Metro Exodus, PGA Tour 2K23, The Crew Motorfest, and The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition. Obviously a very, very small list, and not any massive games in there, because, or at least they're older games. They're nothing really huge and new, but this, I would think, would be them testing it and seeing how it works and how the cloud does work with these games and how accessible they are from the games that you have purchased. And then they will obviously expand that entire list out. But I have to say, for me personally, the cloud gaming has been absolutely phenomenal over the last while for me. I would say going on about a year now. In fact, I'm actually using a handheld device, which I will talk about in a different video, that is only for cloud streaming. I also have a attachment to my phone that is only for cloud streaming, which if you would have asked me 3 years ago or a couple years, even on this channel and videos that I was making, if I was ever going to buy into the cloud, answer probably was no, because I just didn't think it worked very well. I thought that there's a lot of latency, a lot of pixelation, or whatever you call it, when it's all grainy when you're playing the game because of a connection. And I just didn't see it improving over a decent period of time. But all of a sudden this year and into late last year, I would say, my cloud gaming experience has been phenomenal. And I have zero complaints. Always connects. It connects very well on the mobile network, connects very well on my Wi-Fi. So I don't know if Xbox has done things in the background to improve upon it, but I am now a full believer in Xbox Cloud Gaming. And I really do hope they bring a massive list of games over to the service itself that are games that you can play outside of Xbox Game Pass, because I will absolutely be doing that. And to me, it incentivizes me more to want to go out and buy games on the Xbox ecosystem. Even when you have that Play Anywhere feature, now if it's in cloud gaming, I can just bring my phone with me on the go and play games that I've purchased. So I really hope there's more that's coming. I hope this gets launched soon. I am very excited to see how that all does go down. The other side of Xbox that we know why they purchased ABK, and I would say this is probably the main reason they purchased ABK. I know a lot of people like to look at Call of Duty, and all of this is Call of Duty, but I think is for mobile gaming and King. And we are seeing them just have a huge juggernaut winner right here, which is Call of Duty Mobile, which has now reached 1 billion downloads worldwide. It's funny because Call of Duty Mobile, if you go on just streams, random streams, like on Facebook and stuff, I always feel like people are playing this game. I think it's more accessible in different parts of the world where the consoles aren't the main way to play, where mobile is huge. You see tons of people streaming and playing Call of Duty Mobile. It is one of the most popular, if not the most popular mobile game. There's probably ones that are bigger, but it is definitely up there as just insane numbers. And it says here that Activision has revealed that the game has passed its 5th anniversary, and Call of Duty Mobile has surpassed 1 billion downloads since 2019. They say here that this staggering figure makes Call of Duty Mobile the best-selling COD game ever, and it's almost a guarantee that it will never be topped as long as we live, which I absolutely agree with. And that is like the main thing here when you take a look at this. You take a look at Call of Duty Mobile and acquiring ABK, why it was such a big acquisition. Yeah, Call of Duty on console is huge. Generally the best-selling game every year, but it's the mobile space where Xbox doesn't have reach in the mobile itself, but also in parts of the world where mobile is the dominant platform, where people are playing mobile games more than they're playing anything else. This is a way for them to get some market share there with games like Call of Duty Mobile, and then obviously King and Candy Crush and all of the other mobile stuff that they now have under Activision Blizzard. So this is massive. 1 billion downloads worldwide. And then of course, because of these downloads, all the money spent on this game rolls in, and they get to take that and support the big AAA bangers that everybody wants that they're going to be putting out on the console ends on PC. And I think it gives them a little bit less risk when they want to go out there and make something new and unique, where even if that game doesn't sell as much as they thought it was going to sell, they do have some supplement money here from the mobile space because of the ABK acquisition. So when we talk about the difference between where PlayStation is and where Xbox is, I think Xbox is in a huge advantage going forward, just with all of the IPs that they now have. And then obviously the reach now onto platforms like mobile, which is growing. We've seen those charts where you see the console growth, it's kind of stagnated. It does not grow very fast. And every company is needing to adjust to this, not just Xbox, PlayStation as well, which is why they are putting games on PC. Nintendo, I mean, they are so close to beating the record for the best selling console ever. It costs them less to develop their games, and it looks like they're going to just continue with that with the Nintendo Switch 2. When you're not spending hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to develop your first party titles, you don't need to sell as many as the other platform holders out there in order for it to be extremely profitable and be worth the investment. Now, obviously first party Nintendo games do sell more than PlayStation games, more than Xbox games, like they're big hitters. So they are in, I think, a different situation comparatively to Xbox and to PlayStation, where we saw numbers like from the Insomniac leak where it was costing up to like $300+ million to develop Spider-Man. They have to sell a ton of copies for that to be worth it. Then you see something like Concord, mind-blowingly up to $400 million to make that game. And seemingly now even more confirmed when we got that other reports that it was a $200 million, and that didn't include the acquisition, the marketing, all that stuff. So up to 400 makes complete sense. They have to find other ways to have revenue coming in, or they're just going to be far more conservative with the games that they do try to make, which we've already kind of seen with all the remakes and remasters. But that is some interesting information, some numbers that I think are going to be huge for Xbox going forward, and then just them expanding out for where people play their games. To me, is a very exciting future. I know a lot of people love to always talk about the games going to PlayStation. I think that ship sailed at this point. If you are still sad about that, I feel like Xbox may not be the place for you to play, because their vision as to them expanding out, to me, is excited with the Play Anywhere, and with the fact that I think next year we are getting a handheld, and we're still going to get a very powerful console, and there will still be a place to play all my Xbox games on an Xbox device if I want to do that. But I'll end the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. We'll be right back.